Hello, my name is Morgan Gray, and welcome back to the Afrocentric Podcast.
Yeah. One time. But you can take it how you want it. One time, have people sweating, staring down the barrel of my nine. Just these Harlem World niggas seem to all fam. I put the gun in the car down, tell your man, Macy Thatcher. Some off that watch now. I mean, right now, the only excuse for being broke is being in jail. An entertainer can't make bail, he broke as hell. Rob ODB, but that'd be a waste of time. Probably have to clap him, running towards the nine. I follow Fox in the drop for 4 blocks. Plotting the jokes up for that rock corrupt cop. What figure just sold, like 4 million?
And baby, we damn sure don't fuck with anybody who don't love a beautiful black queen. Baby, you see this face?
Act black and then go home and be white?
I got 2 pistols and a pit bull. Me. That's all I need.
It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the coon chip in the average Negro.
Tubman was walking around with a fucking nice shiny fucking dress on with a fucking crown on her head when she was taking slaves?
And a lot of white folk have demonstrated eloquently that they don't have no sense.
And we are back with the Afrocentric Podcast. Now, the title of this episode is Shout Out to the Black Crashouts, and it is featuring the one and only Chris Mayberry. Go ahead and speak to the people, Chris.
Yeah, what it is, what it ain't, what it is. What's going on?
I love that. Look, this episode I'm so excited for. We are going to be talking about the complex world of crash out culture, as well as its impact on urban communities across the South. Now, me and Chris will be breaking down the origins and the definitions of this phenomenon, talking about young people and its connection to violence, particularly in rap and hip hop scenes. Now, Chris will be sharing his insights from our community, from community leaders, former gang members, and how they're working to interrupt this cycle and provide some alternative paths for the youth. And we will be analyzing the intersection of crash out culture with issues of race, class, and urban development. So I'm really excited. Is there anything you want to say to the people before we start, Chris?
Y'all tune in now. Listen, don't take. I can't let me make sure I say it right. Don't take this stuff for granted.
No.
I think they even think we be playing.
No, we're trying to fix the world around us.
I know that's what we trying to tell them. So they just think we probably playing. So look at you, listen and learn. That's all I want y'all to do.
We trying to be the man in the mirror and fix what's going on in the mirror and such. They are in denial.
They are the
problem. Niggas are. They are. And we're going to talk about it. Come on. I'm so excited. Now, for my Afrocentric listeners, I want to remind you guys to stay updated on our latest episodes, continue the conversation, as well as I would like to encourage you guys to subscribe to our podcast. Your support is so crucial in amplifying the voices and experiences shared on Afrocentric. Together, we can continue to shed light on important issues, celebrate Black culture, and work towards a more inclusive future. Now, make sure to subscribe, comment, and let your voices be heard. And with that in mind, let's hop into the next segment. Now, here at the Afrocentric Podcast, we like to play a really nice little icebreaker. And it is my favorite game, America's favorite game, entitled Fight, Marry, Kill, African American Edition. Now, this game puts a twist on the classic Fuck, Marry, Kill concept. And in this game, Chris, I'm going to give you the name of 3 notable household African-American names, and I'm gonna make you choose between fighting them motherfuckers, marrying them motherfuckers, and killing them hoes, okay? So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Chris, Fight, Marry, Kill, Lil' Kim, Tasha K, and Natalie Nunn. Fight, Marry, Kill.
Man, that's some dope. You gave, I'm gonna grab it, Mike. That was a good one. That's a good one. You gave me some good ones. I won't kill all of them because, like I said, somebody is the problem.
Who is the biggest problem out of
that 3 right there? Ooh, that's a good question. We're gonna say Natalie. She's great. Ain't this the one over the
baddest?
Yes, yeah. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I got the right people now.
Okay.
See, they right there. They're just too much. They're too much for the younger. They don't need to be seeing it. They already corrupt at the house and in their own city.
I love watching them bitches get to the bag. I do.
But Tasha K
is the problem.
He is more definitely the problem.
She is.
Mind your business.
You know Tasha K consider herself as from the South. She like from the borderline of Florida and Alabama.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they ain't from Mississippi, they ain't from the South.
Oh, that's
That what I. If you ain't from Mississippi, you are not from the South.
Jonetta and Charles is from Alabama. They not from the South.
Them some niggas down. Them some Negroes down. Them some black people you see every day.
Yes, it is. So okay, fight, marry, kill. Lil' Kim, Tasha K, Nelly Nunn.
I'm just gonna go and marry Lil' Kim.
Why?
She's the best option.
You feel like you could wake up every morning next to Lil' Kim and look at her in her face?
Nah, I can't. I ain't. Well, I tell you what. Out of this house right here, I marry Natalie Young. Natalie Young, whatever.
That's her. That's her right there.
I marry her. She looked the best out of all.
She got the sugar babies. Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
She would. She'll give you a good baby. She 40.
What?
Yeah, I think all 3 of these women in their 40s, actually.
I don't think she young.
No.
So she old and acting like.
Mm-hmm.
See, you done made it even worse on her for me. I didn't know she was that old.
Lil' Kim up on the thumb of P. Diddy.
Well, we gonna fight Mary Kid. I'm gonna marry Natalie.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill Lil' Kim.
Okay.
And I'm gonna fight Tasha K.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Do you feel like you can win a fight against Tasha K?
Hey, I won't beat a woman, but I'll knock her out. Ain't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, and if you gonna kill Lil' Kim, what is your weapon of choice?
Man, kill Lil' Kim. See, she already been injected enough, so I won't even put no more needles up in.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
No, hey, give me a sword, cut the neck.
That's great. Innovative.
Hey, get rid of the back. We don't want to see that no more. You did good at first.
They're powerful right there. So you have decided that you will be marrying Natalie Nunn.
Yeah, I
yes,
guess.
That's powerful. Light skin supremacy.
Ooh.
We going to fight Tasha K. We're gonna knock all that blue hair down out of her head. And we is going to kill Lil' Kim. We're gonna put her up out of her misery because we know this life has been hard.
It's been rough. Very rough.
Well, I just want to thank you so much for playing this game, everybody's favorite game, Fight, Marry, Kill, African American Edition.
All right, fine. I left food money in the cabinet above the oven, but that's all you're going to get, so you better make it last.
Hey there, Robert. I'd offer to help you with your bag, but you're a coon.
What's he doing here?
He's your babysitter.
Come on, Granddad. Me and Riley don't need no babysitter. We can take care of ourselves.
Yeah, it's not like we gonna try to kill each other.
Shut up. Do what Rucker says and don't mess up my house.
Come on.
Me and this punk fool right here.
Okay, first of all, ain't nobody talking while I'm talking, so shut the fuck up. My name is Uncle Ruckus, and I will be nigger sitting you two until your grandfather returns. Your granddaddy picked me because I am a licensed zoologist. I have studied a variety of wild animals, and the African male is by far the most savagely cunning. This is an opportunity to observe you niggas in your natural habitat and collect data. But be warned, whatever nigga trickery you got up your sleeves does not affect me. What the? Save me from these African hooligans! Oh, Lord, please. Oh, Lord.
All right, Chris. Now, in previous conversations, you have mentioned growing up in an environment where crime and violence were prevalent. Can you share a bit about your personal experiences and how they have informed your understanding of systemic factors that lead young people down a very violent or negative road?
Man, from the start, I remember I was in middle school, right? I'm playing sports. So I was walking down the street, and some people were like, hey, the dude that got out of jail, he'll kill you if he see you. Like, what?
Did you Randall?
Just random.
Okay.
I'm middle school now.
A little message or warning from the Lord.
You know me, I'm turning around going the other way.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't want to go that way. I never want to find out.
Perfect.
I'm not that type. I'm a boy. So I did, because I'm walking on one side of town to another. So I just waited over there. Come to find out, this is a well-known dude now. And he's one of them.
Oh.
So back then to me knowing now, I'm like, man, this is the life he been living his life since he was young.
What did nigga be doing? How is he one of them?
He's a killer. He killed multiple people. Right. So by me, I don't want to be that person.
And you don't want to be around that type
yes,
of person.
I do not want to be around that type of stuff. So
this in Cracktown.
This in Cracktown, Mississippi, baby. These people, it's serious. I never thought it was that serious until you
became an adult.
Adult.
Yes, and you had that realization.
Yes, like people, they die, they get killed, but like I ain't never seen it personally.
Yeah,
I never seen it.
I ain't either.
I never seen a death. A shootout. I have been in a shootout.
I have too.
And my car got tore up for real.
Oh no, I just ran home.
We was at a house party and my car was just in the way. It's like the only time I just been, in a shootout.
Yes.
But from that stuff, I said, me personally, I don't want to go through this. So I never got in the streets like that. So that what made me not want to. Street, I don't want to had to hide from, I don't want to have to hide from nobody every day.
You don't want to be looking over your shoulder.
Yes, I do not. I like to go places.
And do yes.
Yeah, I be hungry. I want to go. So I don't understand why they like. What's the purpose? That's crazy.
You're not tripping because anybody, whether they have done something criminal or if they've seen something or something in their family has been traumatic like that, they are paranoid than a motherfucker. Plus, they smoke weed on top of that, and then make them more paranoid.
Right. I just hate they continue the cycle. Because you saying your dad to do it, your uncle, your brother do it. That don't mean you do it too. You be better.
You know what? Okay.
Steady go.
So I met this guy in college. He's a sweet guy. He's from Jackson. Right, he very, very handsome, little short son of a gun. And we took a history class together. It's a high level history class, and we hung out after school. And we would go places. We would go out to eat, and we would go hotbox his car out. I've never seen someone's paranoia be so bad before, and it was because he had seen his daddy get murdered in front of him, and so his biggest fear is that the same thing is going to happen to him. He done moved 2 hours away from Jackson, and he is in Starkville, and he trying to figure out which way is the best way to park because he want to be able to see if the police coming or somebody running up behind him. That's a sad way to live.
Yes, the cycle, man. The cycle is crazy. Then, like I said, you see it happening. See, I never seen it happen, so I can't just say this and that. My people that seen it happen, they own it for real. Like we try to, that's crazy. I saw the interview with the dude. He said he one of the ones. He's seen it. He said, man, if you ain't never seen that blood before, man, hit you different. I literally never seen it. And we wonder why people are going live crying and stuff. Like, how could you get to that? Hit a button that say go live and we watch you pray. It's that bad? It traumatized you that bad?
That you want to traumatize us.
That's crazy.
It's a weird way to rationalize things. So like, okay, when you were a child, what did your mom or dad or grandma say to you to keep you from out of those types of environments?
Oh, we was a church family. We was a church family. Hey, we going to church, and my heart, I always been the nice guy. So it's in me for real that I don't want to be out there doing it or whatever they're doing. But my mom, they always kept me in the house. And they always kept me in the house. It wasn't nothing major.
My mama kept me in the house
Mom and dad, Mom and dad, go to every summer. We go to the country somewhere.
Yes.
We go to the country with no service, nothing.
And go out there and play in some mud.
Yes, and help granddad out. So it never was nothing.
Did you play any like video games or anything?
A little bit. I ain't no game nigga like that.
See, I asked that question because like when it comes to like young men, I always say that violence is marketed to young men, right? In everything, video games, athletics, sports, like any type of interaction, toys, they're inherently violent. So I feel like that is what creeps up on people when people like teenagers end up being violent. You like, how did this happen? It's because they've been conditioned in that way.
I ain't play no games like that. See how I turned out.
Well, have you ever seen them niggas that do like the Call of Duty shit and they get mad and they flip it out?
Hey, I see that. Like, man, this is serious.
It's scary because they be a whole different person. So I guess my next question is like, how do you feel that you could have ended up on a different path if your circumstances were different as a youth?
Oh, I forgot to say this before.
Go on, say it.
I was like in middle school, I had different type of friends that was claiming this and claiming that. I was claiming it with them. I forgot to say this part. but I wasn't into it on the streets. Part.
Yeah.
I was just
social.
My boy, he a gangster. I'm a gangster too.
What gangs are in Canton?
They got the gangsters, 7-4 to the world blow.
It's powerful.
Yeah, that's them right there. Then you got the four CHs, 4 corner hustle.
I know about those.
So that's all I knew growing up. That's why I seen like 4 CHs, then the IBL. I don't know nothing about. I
don't know what that means.
I ain't heard too many people talking about that.
What's the IBL?
I don't know. Hey, I was in the house. All I know was 4 CH and gangsters. The gangsters over here. And the 4 CH over here, 4 were red, they were blue. 5-point star, 6-point star. That's all that's what I would know. Then they taught me how to do the handshake.
Oh, I know how to do some handshakes too.
Hey, that was crazy.
That's how I be getting them niggas to fuck with me. I get them their handshake and get to doing all that loop-de-loop.
I see.
Yeah, and they be like, how you know how to do that shit? I be like, don't worry about that.
It's crazy. So, like, other than that, I wasn't into it. I was just with y'all at school.
But when I went home, I was with the disciples.
I'm back Christopher.
Yes.
I am Christopher back at home now. Cause guess what? Mom and dad ain't finna play. I'm getting whooping. I wasn't afraid of, I'm getting whooped.
I was getting whooped until I was in high school. They was tearing my ass up too.
What did I do?
Chris, did you have a phone in high school?
A phone?
A cell phone?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have no cell phone in high school either.
So you a female, they probably.
Yes.
I'm a male. So I got my job in high school. When I got my job, ain't nothing you could tell me, mama and daddy. Hello. When I got that job, start paying my own bill.
Uh-huh.
What can you do?
What can you do?
I bought my own first car. What can you do? You can't take nothing from me.
My God.
This is mine.
See,
put me out the house.
What do you think would have, outside of school, what do you think could have led you down there? Did you have like any type of like representation like that in your family? Did you have anyone in your family that was a crash out?
No, not really. Not really.
That's good.
My family, the family in Canton, I say on my mom's side too, but my family in Canton is my dad's side. It's majority an older crowd. So like the next age to me from what we is 20 years old.
Yeah, you got a family that get up and vote.
There you go. You got me. So it's me, 26. The next age is 40, 50. 50, 60. Now I forgot. Time is rolling. That was then. This now.
No, I'm the same thing. My first cousin is like in her 40s.
You get what I'm saying? Baby, you grown.
You grown. And you ain't got no business up in this young folk business.
Then my cousin is my age. They younger than me. They look up to me. So they know I ain't doing nothing. You better not do nothing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So that it is on my thing. I that's crazy. I understand if I would have had like cousin that's in it and not go hang with them.
That you would be like somehow affiliated with stuff like that. I think family is a great influence, especially when it comes to like gang culture, because you can't be jumped in because you was born into that motherfucker. Right. I just, you are the company that you keep. And I think people don't think about that oftentimes. And then once people start elevating in life, then they start being more cognizant of the people that they're around. But if you're in an environment and that's all that you see, you'll become a product of that environment. Yeah, so you think of school life, you think of church, like any type of community and company that you keep will have a substantial amount of influence over you. So that's why like impoverished communities have such an uptick in those types of people, because that's what that environment portrays, because you have to live in an environment where by any means necessary, you got to get what you can get, how you can get it, whether that's stealing, whether that's robbing people, because motherfuckers not going to go out here and be just hungry. And like I think that's what's so interesting about this concept in this conversation is like the upside down is right side up, because there's a rationale behind why people are selling drugs or selling their body or beating bitches up, because people beat people up for money.
That's crazy.
Do you know someone that do shit like that?
No, I don't know the one person.
You don't know no bitch that you can pay right now to go beat somebody up.
In Canton now, you pay money talk. No. Hello.
I thought they said wealth whisper.
1,500. Hey, go knock that girl out right there for. She gone.
And that's a crash out.
And get what? I'm getting the biggest one out there now. I'm getting a girl that's 6'5", 250.
She play on the basketball team.
Hello. Ain't nobody can play with her.
She a baby stud right now in her youth.
Come on now. Ain't nobody can play with her. So we're going to pay her, going to get her out of the way.
Crash out. This means causing maximum damage intentionally, without thinking about how bad the outcome could be for you or for someone else. You see, a normal person who got his shoes stepped on might just say, "Hey, what's wrong with you?" But a crash out after getting his shoes stepped on might just smack the lights out of you, piss on you, and move on like nothing ever happened.
So, according to you, what is a crash out? Like, what is a crash out? And how does crash out culture specifically impact young people in urban communities?
Like, I tell you, you go out there, man, you crashing now. Because really, that's the way you looking at it?
No, I'm just asking you.
Okay. The crashing out, because that's what we say in Kent. That's what we say for real. Man, you out here crashing out. You green.
You a crash dummy.
There you go. Yeah, that crash dummy. Yeah. That's what you say. You crashing out. So I just say, boom, an example of crashing out. We riding together. You don't even do stuff for real. But y'all just say, everybody's still in charge right now.
They what?
Everybody riding people with charge.
Oh, I ain't Hellcats too.
Yeah.
It's a little scat pack.
Yeah, stuff like that. So, boom. Hey, let go get them. But you ain't even up to no stuff like that.
You a praying young man.
You want to, but you ain't that tight. That's what I think is a real crash out. Some people, they born into it. They got to do it.
Yes.
Like, they gotta, but they ain't got to do nothing. No, they ain't got to do nothing like that.
Yes.
But some people, they gotta rob. They can't get a job. They ain't got no car. They ain't got nothing.
And everybody got felonies and they can't get them.
So I understand on certain tips. So that some people got to do. So I feel like crash out is somebody that got a stable home. They ain't got to do.
You know what? Okay. Regardless of race, I feel like the person who shot Donald Trump this weekend was a crash out.
Yeah. They gonna take one for the team. That's what it sounds like too at the same time.
When people talk about like his background, they say that he's extremely smart. They said that he was a particularly quiet kid, but he was intelligent, and his parents had no clue because this cracker was 20, and he's very, very young, and he was supposed to be intelligent, and he was a Trump supporter. So he come from a good family, and then all of a sudden he woke up, he searched where Trump was gonna be at, and he climbed on the roof and shot the nigga. So I feel like he crashed out.
Yeah.
Politically.
Yeah.
And now he dead. Because he was also gonna do the same thing to Joe Biden on next week during the DRC.
Whoa.
Yeah, they found the information on his phone right now.
People write this stuff out.
I don't think it's people write it out. I think your Google search history tell on you.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's fun. That'd be fun. When you watch the documentary, they done Googled.
Yes.
How long does it take the human survival in the world?
I think that people also think that if you get on the internet and you put your phone in incognito mode, like that people can't see it. And people can see that shit. So if you Google it through that, you can still see all that. So it's just really interesting to see how like people go about committing crime. Yet and still, I feel like crash outs have a lot to do with like random outbursts. Like random outbursts of violence, random outbursts of screaming and yelling. Like it's like the unpredictableness of it. Okay, I've been seeing a lot of videos of people, especially in California, robbing shit. So I seen this video.
Okay, I got.
I seen this nigga robbing Dollar Tree out of all the places in the world to go rob.
Dollar Tree.
Okay. So they done locked the doors on him. The automatic doors are locked on him. And he done robbed these folks and he know the police finna come and get him. So what does he do? He crashes out. He takes the buggy and start ramming it into the fucking window. Plexiglass won't break. So he fucked and he like losing his mind trying to get out. To me, that's a crash out because it's the randomness and the outburst of anger. Do you watch No Jumper? Okay, it's this No Jumper. The podcast with Adam 22.
Yeah, that was an Adam.
Okay, it's a new black guy on there right now. I can't even remember his name, but he's skinny and he got locks and he used to be a Crip, and he will get into it with people, and he just spazzes out violently, and he threatens people online. He be like 2 seconds away from getting into a fist fight with people in front of the cameras, threatening to kill people.
Oh, he don't kill.
He a crash out.
Yeah.
So like that's what I think of when I hear that word. And I feel like most of the times when we talk about crash outs, I think we think about men. But these bitches be crash outs too.
Hello.
These bitches be crashing out over niggas.
They do the wrong thing.
What's the wrong thing, Chris?
Man, the wrong thing. It's so much from these women. First of all, the women pick the wrong man.
That is true.
That's the crash out move. If you can't read a nigga by now in 2024, I don't know what you're doing.
You know these niggas are stepping their game up.
You right. I forgot about that. These niggas ain't playing that. They'll put on this image that they this. They turn out that.
And I think that's what make the bitches crash out. That's what it is. It's the deception that'll make you. Because
it's crazy.
I think about when it comes to females crashing out, I always think about the hormones. Like,
yes, hey, what that applause button? All I say every time, all the girl want is some penis.
Yes,
that's it. All the other stuff is out the picture.
But I think that, like, okay, science. Let's talk science real quick. If you have sex with a man and he nuts inside of you, his DNA is forever inside of you. Okay, so like there are scientific articles that state that if a man leaves sperm inside of your body, it travels up. So they've done autopsies of women and they find sperm behind their eyeballs.
God dang.
That's what I'm telling you. But like that goes back.
I never knew that one.
But it's true. So like you leave a part of your DNA, you having sex. If you spiritual, you believe in soul ties. That shit fuck up with your energy, your emotions, and then you find out this bitch, this fuck nigga, and then you know the STD race is rising. They give you a reason to crash out. And you, especially with the baby mama, baby daddy culture, I'm not a part. I'm just an observer because we just observers. And we won't say too much.
Hello.
But like that's when you see women crash out the most. I feel like when it comes to like fucking up niggas' cars, clothes, exposing all that information online and stuff, like that's when you start seeing women crashing out.
Yes. Especially online. When you know what would be funny to me? When a dude apologize after he done fucked up so many times online, social media. That's the funniest thing in the world.
Give me an example.
This Facebook. I'm a dude right now.
Okay.
Doug. I'm going on Facebook. I'm finna go to this thing, that blue L with that L phone. And say, just when I open it up, you're gonna say, what's on your mind? That nigga go to to that box. And babe, I'm so sorry I did you so wrong. I ain't tried to cheat on you 15 times.
Okay.
I don't know. I got a problem. I don't know what's really going on. I put you through hell and back. And I just want to love you, babe. Give me one more chance.
You know what? You just reminded me of, and I feel like in relationships, this is a form of crashing out over your part. Okay, when people do cheat for cheat, right? That shit weird. That shit is weird.
You said that's weird for real. That's the weirdest thing ever.
Now, for people who don't know, when I say cheat for cheat, that's like if a girl find out her significant other is cheating on her, instead of breaking up or leaving or setting boundaries, they go find another person to cheat on. And I cheat on them with, and they just go back. They go back to back to back to back to back. And who always end up losing and getting their feelings hurt at the end of the day? The woman. And it's because of the way that society views women when it comes to their body and taking control of sexual pleasure and stuff. If you having sex with multiple people within a relationship, the optics are going to tell you that they're going to see you as a hoe. That's not my personal belief. I might not even think that, which I probably wouldn't care. But society gonna call you a hoe.
Hello.
And in that way, if a man makes you want to react like that, then he has power and control over you.
That's why they do that's why they do what they do. If I can get a reaction out of you, I control you. That's why they keep on going. Show them that you ain't got no reaction.
And well, but them niggas gonna make a bitch have a reaction. And what is that reaction?
Keep it P. That's why you gotta keep it P. Remain P. That nigga gonna fold before you do. if he know he got control over you, he gonna keep doing what he do. Think about this.
I really hate that. I hate that people put their body on the line just to prove a point. I don't feel like, especially as Black people, I feel like racism has been exhibited through the body of Black women for generations and generations, and you're kind of just like kind of putting yourself in a bad space, really. I really hate seeing people do shit like that. Like, okay, my question is like, what role does social media play when it comes to amplifying crash out behavior?
Oh, I just said one of them.
Yes.
Oh my, social media?
You know what?
You go ahead.
I got an even better question.
Mm-hmm.
What celebrity do you feel like crashes out the most?
What celebrity on social media?
I feel like
the Ari Moneybag stuff, all that stuff. Why? What they say? You rather cry in a Rolls Royce or cry in this hump?
A nigga shouldn't make you cry regardless.
Give me something. Why are we talking about crying? See, they already giving the downfall to us black female. The black women. That baby, get you a man with money. That's what it sounds like you telling them. You rather cry. All niggas the same. Get you a one with some money. That's what it sounds like. So that's like
so you can be more comfortable while you crying.
Yes. Some females out here looking for real love. They don't care about your money, all that other stuff. They want time and love.
That's a reflection of American capitalism and Black capitalism as a whole. Mm-hmm. And I feel like shit like that is only found in European-based countries, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you will see people that are opt out and would much rather go for like a dowry. You know, like when people used to get married, they'll pay you and stuff like that. Yes. And they do that in African cultures too, but it's more about respect. Like, they would just rather bring the wealth together to build and create more wealth because that's capitalism. Right. But you are right. Everybody is not focused on the almighty dollar. Yes. Some people are more focused on more things that are more authentic and realistic.
It's real.
Now, my opinion, I feel like Cardi B is like one of the most current crash out artists.
Yeah. But I'll say,
yes.
Yeah. That was next.
Cardi crashes out over everything. Like, I'm so serious. Did you see the Joe Budden? Like, her and Joe Budden got into it yesterday. Okay, so you know, everybody's been waiting for Cardi to put out her second album because it's been like 7 years since she put out her first. It is retarded because she can't write. The bitch can barely speak English. Cardi, so people are on her ass because JT just put out her project this morning. Megan just put out her self-named album. Nicki put out her album in December. The girls are working, and Cardi is still getting pregnant, running up behind Offset, getting cheated on.
She blind.
And she crashing out over him.
See the nut behind the eye.
Yeah, see, it makes sense.
It makes sense. That's right. You done made. I done seen when you said that, it made sense for everything back then.
Because it affects your brain chemistry.
It's crazy.
So you'll see, right? Okay, so Joe Budden's like, we're not getting a Cardi B album. Like, Cardi is not focused on being an album. She's focused on like doing the fashion. She's more focused on like doing singles, because she also just put out a single last night. She did a feature. Okay. Yeah, so that's all she does is do features. And people been saying it's probably because it's cheaper to get a ghostwriter to do a single versus writing an entire album, right?
But get what? You got money, you can hire.
She ain't got no goddamn money. That's the thing. There's been a whole battle with Cardi all year long. So I ain't gonna say no money, but I feel like that third wall between celebrities and like normal laymen, day-to-day people are starting to thin. People are starting to see that, yeah, they don't have as much money as we once thought that they did. We're learning that their jewelry and clothes are fake, or they're rented or gifted to them. Okay, so that's the truth. That is the truth. So then Joe Budden says all this stuff, and Cardi gets on the Twitter live spaces, and she just goes off on him for an hour and 30 minutes, talking about how she hates Joe Budden, how Joe Budden is jealous of her, how she believes that Joe Budden is spiteful towards Dominican women because his last 2 exes were Dominican. What? About how her pussy is good. Dominican got the best pussy, and that's why she act like that. And she does that. Like, Cardi even curses out her own personal fan base when her fan base does not do what she expects them to do, which is to buy and download merch, albums, songs, and stuff.
Get paid.
But like this crash out culture, like that's what it is, and it's not being received well by people who aren't in her immediate fan base. Right. So like when I think of a crash out, her, maybe an NBA young boy, like the video with him and Yaya going off and he calling her bitches to her face.
Well, really?
He got a mental illness and Yaya probably used to it because her dad is abusive too.
Okay, you think, speaking of NBA young, do you think it's crashing out that people still want to have sex with him knowing that he got what he got?
Oh, I forgot he had an STD.
Everybody forgot about that.
Well, you know, I think that
they love him.
But that's not just him. It's Usher too.
Usher?
Allegedly.
I mean, you told me that last. Yeah.
Usher. It's a lot of them that I feel like they make excuses for them. They have certain types of prep. You can get prep to protect you previously before you have sex. That is a crash out for some money and fame and attention. I'll tell you who a crash out is. Selena Powell. Have you ever heard of her?
That name. What she do?
She looked like one of them fishes off Shark Tales. She a skinny little white woman with these big lips, these huge ass dick sucking lips, and like all she do is expose like men in the industry for having sex with her and what she's done to them. Like,
ain't you the one that getting hit, woman?
She don't have no shame about it. And she'll crash out behind it in order to make more money. Because if you can get people to flock to your page, flock to that podcast interview, you're going to be making more money.
Right.
So, like, and I feel like we see that with Jonetta and Charles, too, where, like, they'll crash out on the internet in order to get more views and more money. Because
they got mad at her.
Y'all, you saw that last night where she was going off on black women. Yeah, Jonetta.
Did she say, wait a minute. Did she say, y'all mad at me because if you ain't got a man, I got me something like this?
No, because that's what she say every day. Jonetta got on the internet and she was talking. She said, black women listen at me and listen at me well. I said, I don't want to listen to nobody that speak like that, but go ahead. And she was saying that the most haters in her comments are black women, and if she could be anything, she don't want to be no black woman. She would rather be a white woman because white women know how to mind their fucking business.
Yes.
And
hello.
And she got up in there and she said that the white women, I don't know, because
I've never heard of Karen.
No, obviously not.
Okay.
But them some backwood hillbillies from Alabama. And she just like, she kind of bit the hand that feeds her because majority of her listeners, supporters are black women. Right. So like you are seeing people crash out over money for sure. And I feel like that's something that happens for real in real life.
What the girl be on TikTok?
He can't.
There you go. You took a crash out or what? What you think?
I think Chris is more of a crash out than E-Kane.
Oh.
Chris is a crash out before E-Kane is.
Oh, I would say she be going crazy because she talk about the dark skin and light skin stuff.
She be talking.
How do you feel about it?
I'm not dark skinned, so I don't have a dog in that fight. But she was very, very wrong, and that is a form of light skin supremacy.
So y'all niggas gonna be out there picking that cotton. I'm gonna be in the inside.
Man.
Looking.
And that's her. But Chris is the one that crashes out in their relationship. Chris done broke 7 of that girl TV. He done beat her ass.
Who wanna live like that?
I don't know. But is it for the money or is it because they are really chemically in love? I think that's the question. I think it's a mixture of both. It's because two things can be true at the same time.
Right. You right.
But I hate that. I hate that so much because Chris abused E-Kane. Chris was with E-Kane when she was like 17, 18, and he was in his like late 20s.
God damn. How old is he now?
He's in his 30s for sure.
Okay.
So he got her pregnant when she was really, really young, and he groomed her. And now that E-Kane is kind of coming into herself,
growing up.
Yes, like she's getting smart, so she moving and stuff. But anytime she break up with Chris at her door, banging the door down, trying to get in there, beating her ass. E-Kane went to hang out with a nigga last month. He beat her ass and dragged her out the nigga house. That's a crash out. How do we avoid the crash out, Chris?
I tell you, hey, that's a good question. How do you avoid it? Stay away from all Negroes. Every last one of them.
You can't say that. Hold
Yeah.
on, is you saying it's the difference between the blacks and the Negroes and the niggas, or is it just the whole pool?
The whole, all of them. Let's stay away from it.
Chris
Guess
said-
what? You can't peep them out. You don't know their true color until it happens. That's why I stopped putting fellas on females a long time ago. You know, you hang with me, then put me on her. You know, I know a lot of females. I'm a female. I grew up, I got a lot of female cousins, aunties, and all that. So women, that's all I hung around. So when you come around me, put me on her. I was cool with it at first. Then, you know, the reverse started coming back to
what they were saying, Chris.
Why you put me on him? He don't do this. He don't do that. He want, you know, all this. So, but I ain't seen it from him at first.
I always tell men that men, like, niggas act different around their home.
Yeah, so yeah. That's what they were telling me. They were like, man, they act different. I said, okay. So that's when I started learning. Niggas put on this image for me.
Yes. Because the men care more about what men think of them than
Let's
women.
talk about it.
I'm so sick
hey,
of
that's
it.
a topic.
It is a topic. And
Niggas gay.
Not all of them. It's the patriarchy. It's the patriarchy. I know you don't care.
If people show me like, man, you know, I got a girlfriend, whatever. They always say, man, you post your girl, you do. Nigga, yeah, that's mine. What did you mean? If it ain't mine, what is it?
That's a good point.
I don't care. It is what it is.
They care more about what men have to say because they value men over women.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's what it is. And because women are physically not as strong as men are, they can overpower women. Or or they can emotionally manipulate women if they so allow themselves to be manipulated. Because I cut that shit off at the rim. But everybody's not like Morgan.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just be wanting better for motherfuckers, but social media do play the biggest part.
The biggest. What is it?
The biggest part in all of it.
I hate it. Social media, that's the number one killer.
Oh, that's so ugly. It really comes to that little device. I wonder what my dog got to do. He ain't at the door. That nigga a bully.
I guarantee you, right there laying at the door.
No, he not.
I guarantee you that.
My dog brought me 3 cigarettes into my house the other day.
He said, hey, are you okay or what?
No, that's really what that nigga said. He said, bitch, you look stressed out. Here you go. And that's... Wait till we get done with this. Because I don't know what's going on. Oh, man, I ain't going to say I be scared. No, because I do it. I be coughing. And like, sometimes my weed be so strong, it be fucking my vision up.
You can't see it above. I can't see out of it.
No, I swear to God, like my vision will just go out for a second while I'm going 80, and it's just kind of like.
Then the police was home.
Where?
The whole way here.
I believe
on the
it.
other side, they weren't on my side coming here.
It's Friday.
That's why I said, they is Friday.
Got to be.
Them mother on the other side. Man, I'm paying about a third of it. But my side was good. So I know on the way back, I'm chill.
Yeah, we gonna smoke before you leave, and we gonna make sure you don't smell like no dope. This shit got a load, so give me a second. I'm gonna use scripture. Do you need anything?
Oh, I will.
If you want to get the roll up again.
I'm already rolled up. You go off even pray.
All right, hold on.
We ain't got to do much. Check the list. It's real.
Damn.
You need to look at it.
No, because I get this shit all the time. These bitches be giving me full readings up in my shit. That's a scam. Look at the spiritual community like you look at the church. Because that's another thing they always tell you. A true, like, spiritualist, they not going to come to you. You go to them. I'm praying that this shit say on either one. Okay, so this one did say, God is good. God is good.
Remember I told you, the video ain't saved for us?
Huh? Yes, you use a video.
But the one you did with me, yeah.
I was sad. I was high as fuck. I was high as fuck.
That was good.
I believe it. I'm gonna be in Vicksburg on the 27th. If you want me to come, where you gonna be? You and your girl always somewhere.
This for the one little Mayberry client.
Get a lighter right there. It's in that little bowl over there. The one that say Belize. It's a regular lighter in there too. I just want this bitch to motherfucking load, please. Say please. And it's just retarded. It's probably trash all up in that yard playing with him. You see that damn Matt out there? He brought that bitch. I don't know where he got that bitch from. Yeah, I swear to you have no fucking. He is funny as fuck to me. That nigga, somebody been giving him pears. That shit so fucking funny. I said, I ain't
crazy. Damn dog life.
I really want him to be outside, running around. I want him to be digging shit up. I don't want him I want him cooped up in his damn house. I just want him to enjoy his life. And if he get the fucking shit up like he fucked up my damn Zumba, my little robot vacuum, I'll whoop his ass. I did. In time, because that's his belt. That damn leash is his belt. Anytime I hold that red belt, he know to get the fuck on down from playing with me.
So I say, what's up? Hop out the car. He come close and I two-piece combo him. Is that a crash out or was dude looking for trouble? In my eyes, both of y'all could be looked at as a crash out. You said you got in your car. You was in your car. Then you noticed he was still staring at you or whatever, so you rolled the window down to ask him, do he know you? You didn't have to roll the window down. You was in the car. You could have just hit it. Him saying, I'm trying to see what you on, running up, getting two-pieced, all that could have been avoided, and that shit really could have went south. That's why I consider it crash out. A crash out is going to look for unnecessary altercations. This is exactly what I would have did. If I know this dude staring at me or I feel like he's staring at me, I'm going to notice that shit. All right, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Now, if I see this nigga somewhere else, not my spotty senses tingling. Everybody want to be the toughest, bro. Being tough won't get you nowhere. Being smart will. These days, people is way too unpredictable and crazy to just be trying to get into it with strangers. That's not smart. You said this should happen on Father's Day. Now, I don't know if you a father, but you got a father. Your father could have lost his son. And if you a father, your baby could have lost their father over some goofy shit. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I got to a point where I'm just not finna get tricked out my spot by some goofy shit, bro. A lot of shit just really don't be worth it.
The term black on black crime is very controversial. To the best of your ability, can you explain why this phrase is like problematic and what data actually shows about violent crimes in urban communities? Let's talk about it, Chris. So when we're talking about like black on black crimes, what do you think of?
Niggas killing niggas.
Okay.
Why niggas killing niggas? Cause the females.
Okay. Who do you think uses that term the most? What demographic?
Oh.
The white people?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Why do you think they do that?
Because they're what they want to happen.
That is very true.
Exactly what they want to happen. They're gonna keep. That's all they put on TV. They're gonna keep showing us every time. Boom, boom. But when they do something,
they would.
We don't see that.
Okay. Or we could talk about just even if they do show it, the discrepancies and the discrimination in between the two pictures, right? Mm-hmm. Like if a white woman has killed her child, for example, they're gonna find a nice yearbook picture. The bitch is smiling.
There you go.
Hair blonde in a motherfucker. She look. But when niggas go steal out the Piggly Wiggly.
Mugshot. They posted mugshot on the news.
They ain't not even the pretty one. This the one where you had got the fighting and your hair sticking up and your face swole. Okay, so that's like, okay, so they're diverting the attention away from themselves and they putting it towards us and they're putting a highlight on it. And it reminds me of something. So like, okay, so when we think about lesbian or gay men relationships, violence is always associated with it. Okay.
Right.
You gotta, okay, I'm gonna tell you why. So when African Americans first started opening newspapers, they put in an entertainment column. And what they noticed was when they talked about homosexual relationships between like lesbians in particular, they noticed that is what sold the most. So people always gravitated towards that. And that's something that has been passed down from generation to generation. You can see shit like that on the Shade Room.
Man, right now, it's everywhere. You can't watch a TV show without it on it. They're made in 2024?
Yes.
It's in it.
The violence too?
The violence too.
Give me an example.
What show I did watch? Every show I did watch. Every show I did watch.
But
I can't think of none right now.
No.
On Netflix, man, every show I watch, they got that in it. They got the
violence associated with the homosexuality.
Yes.
But then when they ran the statistics during that time period, and this was like the 1930s, this is like the early 1900s, they realized that that is not the case. It was hyper focused on because of the media and the persuasion of the media, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing in it, because that's on a macro scale. On a micro scale, on a macro scale, when it comes to us as a race versus everybody else, that is what they do when they talk about the thugs. Remember when Donald Trump got on stage and he was like, they thugs, they gangsters. Who do you think people automatically thought about?
Black people.
When
they make us, the picture they paint for us, man, everybody's scared of us. So they don't want us around at all.
It's not just us. You see the shift in time where they also started displaying the Hispanic people like that as well.
Yeah. Now.
Okay, have you seen it in the media?
Yeah.
Give me an example.
That's on social media right now. They be doing them little drill. Them little what they call the stuff? They be doing burnouts in the road.
Okay, with the car, they be doing spin out. Yeah.
You don't be nothing but the Hispanics.
And they gonna portray.
They record. Yeah.
So it's kind of like they trying to make them out. Or when you see gangs and gang violence, they gonna show you the cartel.
Yeah.
They gonna show you the cartel. And you know, our culture really does magnify that shit though. Like if you talk to a nigga about Luca Brasi, you talk to a nigga about motherfucking Pablo Escobar, they know that shit off top of their goddamn head.
Crazy.
They got the posters. Who is these Mexican men? Yeah. Okay, well them niggas know about that too. It's a subset of them conspiracy niggas that know about all this shit.
Man,
but that's how it is when it comes to violence. But no one ever sees a white person kill another white person and say that's white on white crime.
The only time you really see it, the police.
That is true. Especially when it's poor white people.
That's all the police, the body cam. That's the only way we'll see it. If it's like if somebody get it, on YouTube or something.
Most definitely.
That's the only time you see it.
Okay, because
you don't see it.
I talk to you again about this damn Trump shooting because this is a great example. When Trump got shot, and you talk to black people, majority of them either said that it was not real.
Yeah.
That was the first thing they said, and this does not reflect the thoughts and opinions of this podcast, that they wish somebody hadn't missed.
Ooh,
okay?
Yeah.
So you heard that. And we sitting back and we waiting. Everybody in the nation is waiting on updates. And all niggas is praying right now. We like, Lord, we hope this shooter ain't black. That's the only thing Lord, please.
Oh my
God, man, they gonna be on our ass once again. And I'm telling you, and I swear to God, I know every single race. Them Hispanics, them goddamn Asians, they were feeling the same way. Then when we found out that joker name was Thomas something Clarence Rockefeller Rothschild Jones, we were like, praise God, he was a white man. But they never saw it as white on white crime. They was like, at first, the white community was like, he's a Democrat. And they started blaming Democrats.
You already know who majority of Democrats supposed to be.
They said Obama did.
What?
They said, this is Obama. And Obama house at home like, well, how did I get into this? And then they started saying this from Joe Biden. Then they find out that he is a Republican. And they still mad, pointing the finger at everybody else. But this
themselves.
Because white people are violent, inherently violent. And then this is an issue that Democrats have been raising awareness about, like gun violence. Like when we think of a school shooter, what's the first thing you're gonna think about?
White.
Okay. And we know that when we see it. So
you can point them out anyway.
So, like, you see this in the media, and then you see the Republicans say, "No, we're not gonna turn down guns. We're not gonna start with the NRA. We're gonna maintain these guns. We actually gonna make it easy for these kids to get access to these guns." And then a little white man with mental health issues, because they also have a high mental health issues, shoot the president.
That's crazy.
On national TV, and they don't see that because that was the first thing I saw. I saw white on white crime. I saw the real thugs, the real gangsters.
Because I don't think now Negro would do that, such a thing like that.
No, they wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's some things I know black people wouldn't do. Like, you wouldn't see no black person shoot up no church.
No.
You wouldn't see that. But in the civil rights movement, them white folks did church bombings all in Birmingham. They killed 3 little young girls. That's some white people shit.
Yep.
So that's just how I feel about black on black crime. At the beginning, when I asked you about black on black crime, you said you be thinking about niggas. What you be thinking about? What they be doing?
Niggas that be fighting for no reason. I'm beefing for no reason. That's what I say.
What do you think they beef do be sort of centered around?
A woman, first of all, I want to say. I say a girl. I say top 5 or top 3. Girl, money, drug.
And theft.
Yeah, and theft. Yeah, more than shiesty stuff.
Yeah.
Now, wait, I forgot. You add jail now. Gotta add jail, like jail time, like getting told on or something like that.
Okay, snitching culture.
Yeah. So yeah, all that. That's a lot.
I know it.
And everybody can't keep it real. What I told you earlier. Somebody gotta have a title. Everybody gotta live for every title in the world.
You right. You know what? You are absolutely right. That I've been thinking about this concept about like how people in power as black people, they have issues working together as a group. And that's like social violence. Like, it's really, really bad. I've noticed like in a lot of like professional organizations, there's beef with them too. And it's so bad. Like, they'll be working on the same thing, but they won't work with one another. It's parallel play. You doing your own thing right beside each other when y'all could be working together.
Nah, they won't do that.
Why though?
It's like, I don't know. Everybody want to be the top dog. Don't nobody want to work together. Everybody want to be on top of one of each other. You get together, you build. You keep going.
Lifting as we climb.
But you over here, and you going to steadily be over there. It's going to take some... I don't know why we can't get together. I don't know.
It's because everybody want to be the face.
Right. For what?
Everybody wants the credibility.
For what?
Opportunities for money and power.
If we all eat, we good. Ain't nobody got to ask nobody for nothing.
But that goes back to capitalism. Like, it goes full circle back into capitalism.
But don't stop.
No, and it don't. And that's what happens when you tap into, like, Eurocentric thoughts about power and structure. Like, you lead into that instead of being like, okay, my community historically worked together. They like put the hand across the aisle and they made amends. You might be right, but at some point you have to like decide what is more important. Like Joe Biden. People right now are like, should Joe Biden run for president or should he just focus on the state of the country now? That's what people saying. So it's like, do you want to have that fame or highlight, or do you really want to do the work and be behind the scenes? I think people don't like being told what to do.
Right. That's most different. Number one, they don't like being told what to do.
If we go back to the 80s, the 1980s, if you remember, there was a lot of focus around whether or not black men had a gene that predisposed them to violence. What's making black men kill other black men? Nobody said anything about slavery, the after effects, self-hate, miseducation, economic castration. Because I can tell you that miseducation and economic castration, that is the lack of jobs, is the mother and father of violence. If you don't educate me properly and you keep me from making a decent livelihood for me and my children, I have no choice but to go to the underworld to feed my family. And in the underworld, I'm likely to come face to face with somebody else who's trying to feed their family at my family's expense. It breeds the violence. And even if you're not selling drugs, the fact that you're walking around knowing as a man that you can provide for you and yours, which is a natural responsibility, it breeds the anger that we sooner or later let off on one another.
The final question of the afternoon, when we are talking about violence, crashing out, we're talking about how young men and women are acting in this space. Like, what do you think people can do in order to interrupt this cycle of violence?
We should start having more community talks, and they should start coming so we all can get an understanding with each other. If we can just start, like, every week, we need to have a big old building. Everybody come. You know, like Ruthless.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
If everybody come, we can get an understanding. You don't come, you will never, you know what I'm saying? So it all up to you.
To get to build community.
We got to start somewhere.
Yes.
If you don't come, how could you know what's going on? We trying to
and get to know one another.
Everybody understand one another.
I think also, because you are correct, I think people also need to start coming with the correct intent. Like, right. I feel like people go to shit with different types of mindsets. Like, I'm going there to fuck with this bitch because she did X, Y, and Z, or she slept with my nigga, or this bitch owe me $20, so I need to shun. Come on. Crazy. Yes. So, like, instead of going there with ulterior motives, like making in your mind, making sure that, okay, my mindset is always, if I don't do it, who will? So, like, if I'm going into a community meeting, I'm going there to focus on that and nothing else. Push past all the bullshit. And I hope that a lot of people can be more, like, cognizant of that when they go into meetings and spaces, like, with the thought of doing good first. Mm-hmm. What else do you think people can do? We need to create more clubs.
What type of club?
Like, okay, I love seeing young people going, like, trail riding and stuff.
Oh, them type of clubs?
Yes, like social clubs.
Okay.
I know.
That'll be straight.
Like, people down here, they be going to like trail rides and shit, or horse shows and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And like, actually, like, I think it is really about getting to know one another, like, on a personal level.
That's all they can make it better. Cause if I figure out what I want to do, you may not want to do what I want.
That's real.
But then we can just make us something that we both like.
Also, for men, I feel like they need to start more like youth groups. Like genuine youth groups, like for real. You know, girls, I see more girls coming up with like nonprofits and stuff like that that help the youth. And a lot of times I feel like when it comes to men and youth, I think there's always the fear that a man will do something to children.
Yes.
But I know that's not always the case.
Right.
But there's like, perverts are always where children frequent, which is, again, the community, church, right. School, and home.
So it's just they don't know. It's so scary out there. It don't know.
Well, it always starts with the condemnation of it. Like, we need more men to want to speak up against shit that they know is wrong.
Right, there you go.
And that goes back to what you was talking about earlier when you was saying, we was talking about how men act different in front of their homeboys than they do in front of different groups of people and shit. They won't. I love, like, that's my passion. I love niggas that call other niggas out on shit. Like, if I'm there and you like, nah, nigga, that's wrong, and this XYZ. But I know that it's a lot to tussle with a lot of these niggas, especially niggas that's prone to crashing out, because they don't hear no reason. They don't hear nothing.
Come on, man. Now you gotta fight him. Hello.
But something gotta get through these niggas. Okay. How you feel about when Dr. Umar be saying these niggas, we gonna have to put some of these niggas to sleep for good? Cause do you feel like there's a valid?
Yes, that's valid.
Tell me why.
Man, some of these niggas just, you don't know all this abuse going on out here. We need to get rid of the abusive niggas.
I think
that's the group we need to get rid of.
Most violence is perpetrated by men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think men realize that. Like, that goes back to that conversation between the man and the bear. It's so many niggas out here doing fuck ass shit, committing violent acts, and it's so normalized, and it seems like, again, those men favor other men's words so much that they won't say nothing, or they be fearful for retaliation and being ousted from the group. Why do niggas act like that around other niggas?
Man, they gotta fit in. They don't want to look weak. They don't want you to look at them different. So,
well, somebody gotta be. Ain't that what everybody worry about now? Somebody gotta be the alpha. But you know, everybody want to be the alpha.
I'm gonna let them know. They talk around me. I'm gonna let them know.
You gonna put your foot down?
Oh, my feet always down. I always, 10 toes. They always down.
You really be saying shit like that, Chris?
If you come around me talking that BS, let's talk about it. For real. Because what's really going on? Especially if I know you and you ain't did half of what you talking about. Nah. Especially about like women and stuff like that.
Yes.
No, we're not doing that. People don't need to come to me about that no more. They come to me how to fix it because they know I'm that type of person.
You are a solution provider.
Yeah, that's me now.
That is me. That has always been me.
Now.
Yes.
That's me now. No, back then, nigga wasn't called. But now
they want to hear the solution.
I'm good now. So yeah, that's cool.
That's what I recognize that in me. When I see it, it is seen. Cause it's some niggas when I believe we learned from them Tyler Perry movies. We learned that we learned that if a man it would beat a woman, he's scared of men. Yes. If he put his hands on a woman, he is scared to hit a man.
See, right now, Tyler Perry people ain't from the country. So, yeah. You know, them country is crazy.
She said, but they not fighting no more. Niggas are shooting.
You right. So, you bet, hey, if a nigga got to shoot, what's have she done? That's what I want to know.
But this goes all the way back to the root of this conversation. Niggas really is just crashing out. Because is coochie really that good?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
I ain't
but
never had
I'm not crashing out. Mr. Mayberry is not crashing out. So I would try to preach to the fellas, do not crash out over no cooch.
I don't even think.
Come on now.
I think we getting to the point of society. I don't even think these niggas even care that much over cooch because they be, I think they're crashing out for like respect and clout and money. I think
go viral. These niggas trying to go viral. I don't know what they do.
You know what?
Everything getting recorded. You see how much crazy stuff on the internet. Somebody got to record it, right? Trying to go viral.
I think what I've learned, especially watching or hearing about these white new serial killers and stuff, they do that to be remembered.
Don't nobody know that.
But didn't Kendrick say the one in front of the gun live forever?
So did. Got doggone right. I don't remember that one of their names.
Well, unless they infamous. Like when we talking about George Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Or Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Or Harry Oswald. That's that nigga that shot JLK. Yeah. You just gonna take me at my word on that.
I got you.
Google's free. But yeah, that shit but it's because they pedestalize people like that. They do. And you know what we do too? We pedestalize them niggas. That's the fucking problem. You get respect in the hood for the more violence you do.
Yeah. So we not messing with him. He's the leader. We gonna go under him. We gonna do what he say.
Yeah.
This is exactly how it go.
I always talk about these young men I had met. They from Chicago. They from O Block.
Whoa.
Yeah, they was in my living room one night.
Whoa.
Yeah, they found their way over there. And them niggas got ADHD like a motherfucker.
Dang.
Them niggas can't sit down and say they lied.
Dang, how was that experience?
It was fun. I enjoy niggas like that though. Because they keep me high and they keep me entertained. Because they be, and they rapping and they twisting their locks. Yes. Okay. So he was telling me about this one time he had got into a shootout. Apparently down there in that concrete jungle, they just be out there just spraying niggas. They just be spraying niggas. And he was talking about how he was dodging bullets and shit. And I had looked him in his face. I said, young man, you are the problem. Cause he was the problem. And I said, and you sitting here in my living room and you better not cut up in here. And he didn't. He was very respectful. Okay. Yeah. I think that's what most people need. They need to start saying that. But, be like genuine about it. Cause a lot of these niggas is the problem.
They are.
Do you really feel like men be telling men when they like deadbeats and they be like having like multiple kids that shit wrong, that they don't be taking care of?
No.
Or what about like that high ass STD rate going on?
No, they ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
They Mr. Perfect to you. Their homeboys ain't gonna tell. Only real friends gonna talk. If your boy ain't told you nothing about nothing, that's not your real friend. Think about this. Things happen all the time. They ain't told you nothing. But this your friend?
These your homeboy.
It's your homeboy. Let's think about it now.
I feel like women always say that men don't have real friends. I feel like
I hear that a lot.
But it's because of how they friendships work. I think men just use each other to pass time by. So like their friendships relate with like playing sports. Like that's their friendship, but they don't talk about like you see how deep this conversation is. But they don't talk about nothing that matter.
Yeah. But me and my friends, I got real friends. It's fun.
You got how many male friends you got, Chris? They all your age?
Yes. We all same age.
Did y'all go to school together?
Yes.
Okay.
We all classmates too. We been friends. We was a gang. We was not a gang, but we was like a little clique.
Y'all was
bro squad. That's what we call it.
Them young men that was playing them games. Not you was the leader.
Hello.
You was Mr. Badass.
Come on.
What y'all were doing? You were cracking jokes and roasting niggas.
Pretty much. Yeah. We had the best group. We were bro squad. I'm gonna show you the picture later. But yeah, we were bro squad and we still fighting right now.
That's nice.
Yeah, we all live together.
No.
Not stay together in the same neighborhood, in the same community.
And I love that.
It's crazy.
I love that though.
All of got sports cars.
I bet all y'all got tickets too.
Hello. Them folks don't be playing. Tell them folks leave us alone.
It's that damn car. That's why they attract me. Cause I be speeding in my little Malibu.
When I say the conversation's getting deep, we get my homeboy. Come on.
He be crying. Y'all be crying around each other.
What? We don't. Yes. We don't care about that. It is what it is.
See, I don't think a lot of men get to that point in relationships.
Man, we just slept on the floor together. Man, we did. My people for real.
That's powerful.
They know. They're my bro. When they say bro, they're my bro.
But
friends.
I think, okay, and this always goes back to that damn incel conversation because there's a subset of men and they are black and they are incels, involuntarily celibate. That mean that they can't get no coochie to save their life and they just be.
What's really? That is crazy. See, I ain't had them problems.
Oh, it's not about have you seen it though? Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
And
I understand why. Because they trying to portray an image to be somebody else. What I done seen. Okay, I work at a plant, right?
Okay.
So I see. I've been working at that plant 8 years. I've been working at that plant since 2016.
You're gonna have retirement and a pension.
You feel me?
I hear you.
So I've been working there since 2016. I done met and seen thousands of niggas.
Black men.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why I got so many. They talking. They didn't know I got my stuff. They did. Everybody always look at me and say, "You like you just got your shit together."
People tell me that too.
So you know, so they come talk to me. So I got all these opinions. So I know how everybody. So they had to work for me.
That's good though.
So
and that's what people can do. People have to make room and make space for other people. You are a liaison of conversation. You are the bridge.
So I said, let me start a podcast. And I started working there in 2016 now. I ain't start the podcast in 2023. That's crazy.
No, but that's your path. That's your path.
Didn't even know.
That's real though. That's real. And I kind of came away the same way too. So like, that's what it is. People have to make space for other people and have those real genuine conversations. Because when I be talking to these young men, I be saying the darndest things, just the small things, and they ain't never heard shit. Like That's why they love me.
Talk to the ladies. They ain't never had a regular conversation.
No, it's still bitches
That's
too.
Crazy.
It's not just them. It's the women too. It's a lot of women. They real pretty and real nothing in their head. But
hello. Oh my.
They shake it and it rattle.
Yes.
And they think that's cute. And you know what? I do like some of my niggas stupid. And I'm sure these niggas like they bitches dumb sometime too. But I also don't want to be the one responsible for teaching and educating a man. That's a turnoff. Like
teaching and educating a man about what?
Life. Okay. For one, when it comes to like hygiene. That's why I know. Okay.
You on the right.
My ex, he didn't know that you could use the back of your toothbrush to brush your tongue. Okay.
Okay. How did that conversation go?
I believe he was in the bathroom and he was talking about his tongue. And I was like, you realize the back of your toothbrush is created for you to brush your tongue to get the bacteria off of it. And he looked at it and didn't realize it. But that's not. He was like, yes, that's exactly what he said.
When he say that, if he gonna get mad.
But that's common. I didn't get mad. It's just something I was. Oh.
God, I been knew that.
I bet your ass did. I don't like dating men who are not intelligent. And down here in Mississippi, it's a lot of men that aren't, I don't mean, as intelligent as I am, but just like in general, it's lacking real
common sense.
No, or even just, yes, common sense. Because one time my tire went flat and I pulled up to the gas station and it wasn't nothing but niggas, men at the white and black at the gas station, driving cars, big trucks, Ford F-150s, and moving vehicles. And then one of them have no jack in the back of their car. Them niggas be unprepared. Like, do y'all be telling niggas you need to get your shit together? You was unprepared.
I'm so unprepared right now. I'm so sorry.
I'm the most prepared person people know.
Get what? I'm so prepared. I just couldn't afford it. I've been trying to get I'm trying to get the real.
The real what?
The 2-ton jack.
Yeah, I want one of them too.
Cause you know, right now I got the one that comes with the collar twist.
Yes, you gotta get that
all got all night.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying? But when I get that mug, I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna be prepared. And I got the die.
The what?
The battery boost.
Oh, I got one of them too. And I got an emergency kit in my trunk.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
I got one in the house too.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. So like, I mean, I feel like it's like, what do you really? Cause like Ray J got on the internet and told people that he like wearing black drawers because if you make an incident in the drawers, will nobody be able to see. But it's like, do niggas tell niggas instead of buying the black drawers, how about you get you some man wipes for your bum? Like, I don't think men be talking to each other like that.
Nah, we ain't talking about no man.
Bitches
I tell nigga, hey, you better get up there and wipe twice, 3 times maybe. Look at it.
Which,
Look at it, man.
No.
If you don't know, don't wipe one time and don't look at it.
I don't think they even just wipe like that.
I double wipe.
You gotta do more than double.
So when I wipe the first time, I'm gonna look at it to see how much it was like, cause you know wipe, so you can see if it's more or if you like, okay, it's a little bit.
Do you wipe front to back or do you?
I do all the above. I go front to back. I go from the back, then I go front first. Then I look. Then I try to turn the towel a little bit, just a little bit. Then I go back from the front to the back. Then I look again. I say, okay, throw them away. Look, give me another. It's another time. Do it again.
There you go. See, but people don't talk about that. People like, that's what you doing. You gotta tell. Like,
what you say? Men care about other men. I don't care, man. You better make sure you good. Because if girls see that stuff, you gonna be on Facebook.
That's the problem. That's the problem with the crash outs. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care enough to tell them niggas.
Don't nobody care, but you better make sure you good.
But you can want them to see. But that's what happened. People, you got to make sure you good. You don't care until it affects you personally. That's the problem that a lot of people have. A lot of people struggle with empathy, and I'm always preaching about empathy. You have to be able to feel that shit even when it don't affect you. when it don't affect your mama and sister. That's why when people be talking about like abortion rights, they be like, that could be your mama, that could be your sister, your daughter, and they're supposed to make you think about you. We shouldn't have to say that though.
You got doggone right. I was going to say, what the hell are you talking?
They be trying to appeal to people's emotions.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that right now. You came up here for a reason.
My God.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. I'm in here. Do it. We ain't talking about it. This not way. We not gonna talk about it.
My God.
You know, I know I'm saying let's talk about it, but I don't even do it.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I don't know.
Where? Okay. And just the last thing. When it comes to, I feel like, okay, a lot of violence is perpetrated in like the LGBTQ community. And like you see black men crash out on gay men. And I feel like people have the underlying understanding it's because the perpetrator of violence is gay on the low. Like people assume that if you act out towards gay people, 9 times out of 10 is probably because you are not gay. You are gay and you haven't accepted it yet, right?
Right.
Okay, so what do black men? Why don't they don't create spaces to make people feel comfortable enough to even be themselves?
Yeah, it's the female. They care about what the woman got to say.
They are homophobic. Them women, they
care about what everybody got to say. I ain't gonna be say the female. I just say the people, the black race as a whole, they care whatever the next person got to say.
That's true, but I think it's because a lot of us were trained that way through politics of respectability. You supposed to care.
Yeah.
Because that's how we all, if you look bad, you make us all look bad.
Especially dead family.
Yes.
Oh, my.
But that's like on a micro and macro scale that can be applied to both. Mm-hmm. So like, I feel like, okay, we see like JP, you know who JP is, don't you? I make a bitch say, hey ho. You don't know JP? Okay, he made music and shit, and he was on a No Jumper episode, and he came out. Like, he didn't even came out. He just told people he was gay, but he is like straight presenting, and he sing.
That dude,
yeah,
with the glasses.
Yeah, he looked like a little uncle.
Yeah,
him. He gay. He be bending these niggas over, and he ain't got no shame about it.
He tall.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
And people like on the podcast episode, they tried to shame him about his sexuality. He'll be talking about something, and the nigga be like, no, did it. And JP like, yes, did it. Because he gay. And he don't have no shame about it. And he was like, my friends already knew. They had been knew. And I think it's so cool and so rare that they group had made space for that. Like, that didn't stop them from being niggas. Yes.
But guess what? Who to know that they with? Hello.
And I also feel like it's hard for them because you guilty by association.
Hello.
So if you find out one of the homeboys is gay, then you gonna assume that they all gay. And that's the fucking problem.
Yes, that's the problem.
What do we do, Chris?
We can't fix that. That one Charles the White come in right there. He coming to play right there. He tell him how it is.
With the goddamn pig poker.
We gotta send him to cuss him out.
I'm sending Dr. Umar.
Dr. who?
Umar.
Oh yeah, him too. Hey, he be lit. I can't say nothing he say, but he be lit. I like Vito. Him and Charles the White.
Together.
Nah, I don't think that.
Orlando Brown too. I believe he'll bring a crack. Yeah, he'll bring niggas together.
Yeah. But if Umar.
Yeah, F. Fonte.
He a bad man. He a bad man. Charles White talk for like the needy, the niggas. He talk for the black man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got me?
Yeah. I'm here.
The Negro.
Yes.
Black man.
Uh-huh.
Then we got another who talk for the church people that's black.
I'm sure they got some type of representation. So I.R. Sharpton. Damn, it probably was TD Jakes.
You know what I'm saying? That's good representation.
Oh, it's terrible right now.
Hello. You know, so we just be following the wrong people. Don't even know what's going on in real life.
Well, but you also have to take into account that a lot of people are placed in those positions.
Hello.
You got people like Sexy Red who was placed in those positions.
Carry on.
Placed in them positions. Like Amber Rose as placed in those positions.
You ain't heard the songs?
Amber Rose ain't never even made no damn song.
That's what I'm thinking.
They had her at the Republican convention. They said she was a rapper and entertainer because they don't even know what the fuck that bitch do. She just a hoe and a video vixen. She just and light skin ambiguous with a nice ass body and no hair on her head. Yeah, that was her. Genetics. And now she at the convention saying she ain't never felt more at home. She done found her people. And Hulk Hogan ass was up there too. Orange than a motherfucker. Oh, he a Dorito. And he ripping his shirt off, calling Donald Trump his hero. Who fucks with my hero? That him. Sucking dick, running up behind another nigga.
Never will I ever.
That's why I say, Chris, I'm cut from bandana paper. And they cut from shit paper. I'm cut from Kented cloth. I'm a different breed. And I inspire you all to be a different breed with me.
You need is 30 seconds. 30 seconds to stop you from crashing out. You take those 30 seconds and you ask yourself, is this really worth it? What am I trying to prove to myself? And what am I trying to prove to other people? Because 95% of the time, crashing out is not worth it. You're going to crash out every time somebody hurt your feelings. You're going to crash out every time somebody let you down or every time somebody play with you to prove a point. Y'all, it's people sitting in prison right now. Sitting in prison because they control their emotions and they crashed out because, oh, I got to prove to them that I'm this. I can't let them talk about me. I can't let them do this. Or they trying me. I got to do. Y'all, my mama always used to say, there is more than one way to skin a cat. You don't have to crash out in a dummy way that's gonna make you lose your job, that's gonna make you go to jail, that's gonna make you lose your freedom, that's gonna make you, just go insane. If stuff really going on, you can find different ways to finagle, different ways to get what you want done. But you don't have to, you don't gotta do the most. Especially, I feel like a lot of people be doing the most to just prove a point to somebody, like, oh, you can't play with me, like, I'm not somebody you can play with. Who cares if they think you somebody to play with? Like, if you know you're not somebody to play with, and if I really wanted to, I could, let them live their life. You ain't got nothing to prove to them folks. And you trying to prove something to them folks, it's going to have you walking around eating them bologna sandwiches while they out here living their life. Take them 30 seconds. Literally breathe in. Do 2 deep breaths. Breathe out. Ask yourself, is this really worth it? Is this really worth me crashing out? 9 times out of 10, it's not. So take yourself back in the house.
Shout out to the slaves.
Yeah, shout out to the slaves. You feel me? Shout out to Harriet Tubman.
Shout out to them Mississippi niggas. Yeah, shout out to them Mississippi. Yeah, big penitentiary tractor dragging ass niggas. Yeah. And they don't talk loud. They whisper. Dangerous niggas whisper.
And shout out again to all those people who hate my guts.
Y'all are doing a justice and an effort to the world. Keep breaking these men down one at a time.
Shout out LGBTQ.
You are obsessed and sick.
So, Chris, who would you like to shout out?
Mayberry TV. Y'all follow me. Type in Chris Mayberry at Mayberry TV.
What social media platforms can they find Mayberry TV?
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Follow me.
And I'm also on an episode of Mayberry TV. So, yeah, if you want to watch our episode, you can find me on social media and click the link in the bio. And shout out to you, Chris Mayberry. Shout out to Mayberry TV, the best TV in the world.
Hello.
We watching it on flat screens, big box TVs, miniature TVs, all the TVs. Laptops and phones and tablets too. Yeah, come on.
Okay, I want to shout out to Brand Archie, High Fashion. She got a high fashion clothing. Y'all please go shop with her.
What that young lady sell? What type of high fashion?
Fashion clothes. Hey, you gotta see it. Oh, it's good. Y'all follow her on all platforms on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at High Fashion Clothes. Or you can follow her at Jabran Archie.
Spare Brian.
Brian is. Yeah. Y'all follow her now. Hey, she real cool. She's woman of God.
Well, shout out to me, Archie.
My classmate. Grew up together.
This lovely.
From Kent.
Come on, shout out to Cracktown.
Man, hey, y'all, please. Shout out.
Get you some good Christian clothing wrapped in the love of Jesus.
It ain't no Christian clothing.
Oh, but it's just blessed by the Spirit.
There you go. Blessed, though.
You gonna be blessed.
They gonna love it.
There it is.
Y'all stop with it.
Now, shout out to Miss Archie. Who is the next person you like to shout out?
I would like to shout out to Chill Way Kitchen. I would like to shout out to Pizarro Travis.
Who is that?
Pizarro Travis, he got a cook.
He cook food.
Yeah.
What
Wonder's Kitchen. That's the name of it.
What the nigga be cooking?
Burgers, nacho, whatever you want.
He be doing shrimp and ranch and the cheese and such.
Whatever you want, they can whip it up. Whatever you want. And they sell cars too.
Sell cars?
Hello.
You can get food and get a ride.
Then he can put tent in your car.
No, he can't.
Come on now.
That nigga handy.
Then he can go and change it. Man, he'll take your motor out the car.
What that nigga name?
Pizarro Travis. Let me make sure I spell it right.
Yeah, praise the Lord for Pizarro Travis.
Yes.
A good man of God doing the Lord work.
You follow him on Facebook at PICARRO Travis. TRAVIS.
That nigga handy.
He do whatever.
My God.
Hey, if you need your car to get picked up, he'll come pick it up.
It's in Canton, Mississippi.
Canton, Mississippi, man. Please follow him for whatever you need. You're looking for anything, he got it.
Yeah.
Guess what? And he's a young man, not even an OG yet.
My God.
He doing this thing.
It's, a real of a dying breed. And I love that. You got any more shout outs?
Man, it's all for right now. Until next time.
Thank
you. Shout out to everybody in Cracktown. Let me go on with that. Shout out to everybody. Everybody got something going on, man. Shout out to everybody. They know all the trouble. They know what's going on. Shout out to everybody.
My God, today. Well, I want to thank you so much for your shout outs. Now, if you or someone else that you know as a business or needs a shout out, would like some free promotion, make sure you are reaching out to me at the Afrocentric Podcast. That's Afrocentric Podcast at Gmail.
Come on in. You need to talk to you for a minute.
Shit, not all my producers in here, actually.
We gotta figure some things out. Here's the deal. We've been in communication with Sarah, and she wants to come have a sit down and talk and see what happens.
Y'all lying.
No, listen. The intent was to try to see if you guys could mend that bridge.
If Sarah's still pulling up to have a conversation.
She's pulling up.
Okay, well then it's not gonna be a conversation. So let me take my chain off.
Wait.
No, like it's not gonna be a conversation. Let me take my chains off.
We're just supposed to talk.
Oh, like what do you mean? So the producers come and inform me that Sarah's coming over, and I'm like, Sarah, the bitch who had a whole funeral for me. Why the fuck do I need to talk to that bitch? Or honestly, what the fuck does that bitch have to say to me?
Let's just try
to have a conversation. I'm gonna try.
If you can do that for me,
Sure.
you can do that for the team.
Sure.
That'd be greatly appreciated.
Sure.
Yeah, I really would like to give a shout out to all the Black Crashouts all throughout the Americas and the world. Putting niggas on the map, showing their ass, rebelling against master and against their mama too, Lord. Lord knows that mama didn't raise you niggas to cut up and act like that. Now, and I want to thank you too, Chris. You really did help me paint the picture of the Black American crash out experience and why it's a problem and why niggas need to stop. Crash in, don't crash out.
Hello.
Before I let you go, is there anything you like to say to the Black community?
To the Black community, can y'all please? I just want y'all to work together. Think about working together one time. Hey, look how the Hispanics do. You see all them. They move in together, they gonna work together, they make that money, and they buy that house, and they gonna get them enough. You can do the same thing. Y'all ain't gotta, there's sisters and brothers. I know people don't like staying together.
Oh, in this community, niggas need to get in where they fit in.
Right. But they won't even stay together just to save some money. Everybody got separate places. They single type.
Yeah, most definitely. Consider working together.
That's all I want. That's my advice to the black.
Be open to working. Yes, change your mindset about working together.
We've been doing it too long. You see, it ain't working.
Being alone, being individuals.
They see it ain't working.
You know what they say? They say if you do the same thing 100 times and expect different results, that's called insanity. That's what that is right there.
Oh, they are insane.
They are. Try something different.
Okay.
That's it. That's insanity.
Yes, they have.
That's the truth. All right. Well, I want to thank you so much, Chris. Make sure you guys check out Mayberry TV on YouTube. Chris, when you drop episodes?
I drop every episode every Wednesday. Every Wednesday.
That's powerful because I drop mine on Thursday.
Okay. I used to do Tuesday and Thursday, but I had calmed down a little bit. I was turned up.
Yes. Puts out the content, so you got it.
Every Wednesday.
Okay, so if you like episodes like this and you want to hear about that every Wednesday, make sure to check out Mayberry TV. And I want to thank you, Chris, for choosing to be Afrocentric today. Now, for my listening audience, I want to thank you guys for choosing to be Afrocentric today. Please remember that Black Lives Matter. Make sure to listen and protect the Black women and children. And remember that the only thing you must do in this lifetime is be Black and die. Now, here at the Afrocentric Podcast, we're just civilized people having civilized conversations. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Rest in peace, my homeboy Pooh Ryder. Sometimes things can happen to you and for you, and it's a gift. And sometimes it can be a curse. I say that to say this. My homeboy Pooh Ryder got out 7 months early. They just said, hey, pack your shit early release. I told him, look, bro, you can use this in favor of you or use it to work against you. Needless to say, 30 days later, my homeboy got killed. Around at a Beverly Hills mansion party, right? Blockstar, that's his name, Blockstar. You got some love, do something with yourself. Don't come out here and run around like it can't happen to you.
Right.
Get your little ass out the way, get in the way of whatever businesses you trying to do, but don't be the one to where it's like, if he'd have still been in there, maybe he'll still be alive.